Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay.
Sorry, you guys, I'm a little under the weather today, so I'm going to be a little stuffy through this episode, but we're going to get through it because we love you.
We're here. We're here.
We just had some sushi and some hibachi, nice and fat and full. And Jesse, what are you drinking tonight?
God, it was so good. The wasabi was very good.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so full right now.
I injured myself. So the restaurant we got food from was wasabi.
Yes.
And then I ate too much wasabi. This is 42.
42? 42 and still you.
Yes, because now wasabi is killing my stomach. But I got like a big glob of it and didn't dilute it with the soy like I normally do. I was like, I'm just going to eat this shit straight up. Maybe it'll clear up my sinuses. And I almost died.
Is it killing you softly?
Yes, but what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry I'm dragging it on. I was just wanting to reminisce in the moment here because like we're sitting here stuffed and it's so good. It's so good. I'm drinking Jack Daniels.
Delicious.
But while I was eating all the wasabi stuff.
Yeah, he had him some
sake.
Some sake.
Yeah. So yeah, just
and
Jack
you got that from our local Asian food market?
Yeah. Love it. Yeah. So if you're around Lake City, go to the YJ.
Yeah, they got ice cream, boba, food, like groceries.
Everything. Yeah. So Jack and Dr. Pepper.
Jack and Dr. P. And then we have also a blue slush Alani on the side.
Good.
To keep us awake for the next few hours.
What are you drinking over there, Miss Lindsay?
I got me a natural lime Vista Bay. This is one of my favorites. Like, I wish I could buy just a 12-pack of that shit.
So honestly, though, I love those. And I know they're amazing. And I like to, like, relax and everything. But I think over the last few podcasts, I kind of was a little slushy.
Yeah, I was listening to Jody Arias one this morning. I'm like, that motherfucker's drunk.
Jesse was slushy.
Okay, so sometimes we have to record on Saturdays. And Saturdays, when we're at the house all day, we start the day off with Bloody Marys. And then we progress into our normal drinks. So by the time we record in the evenings, we've day drank for a little bit.
For a while, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll go through I do a lot of rattle cups. So I like 3 rattle cups in a day. So
because we had a very productive day. Like, my friend came over with her grandbabies. We played with them in the morning. And then we had afternoon drinks, took a little nappy. And then we had dinner, and then it was time to record. By that time, we're nice and buzzed.
We're just having a good time and getting rid of work. God, because it's just a long week around here.
Absolutely. But that's anyhow, what our podcast is. Yeah. So we're going to hit that intro, get this thing rolling.
Lindsay, before we do that, I just want to say thank you so much, crowd. Thank you so much for listening.
Oh, my God.
I just did a bunch of replies to a bunch of messages that I didn't see before. And so if you've seen those, thank you guys so much for the feedback and send more. And I want to keep this competition going because we watched Happy Gilmore 2 a couple weeks ago. We want to know how many flasks came out. That's the competition. So y'all chime in. Like, I want to see that pop up. I want to see your numbers, and then we'll come up with the actual count. Don't Google it. Don't be cheating.
Yeah, don't be cheating. Watch the movie.
Don't be cheating.
Give my boy Adam.
I'm thinking it was like 30-something different little flasks.
It was insane. Yeah. I know. We got to go back. Like, I remember like 4 off the top of my head.
Which was like amazing. Like, we want organic, like... Just don't Google it. Come on.
Don't Google.
Yeah. So organic and tell me what the funniest flask moment. So on top of the count, we want to know the funniest flask moment. I think probably the phone one for me. So the cell phone flask.
I think it was the cucumber for me.
Or the banana. That was kind of cool. Yeah. But anyhow.
The remote.
The remote was awesome too. So yeah, Happy Gilmore 2. Check it out.
No, John Daly and his pants. It's just.
With the hand sanitizer. That's what we're tripping out about. It's everywhere.
And with that being said, happy Friday.
We're going to do this thing. We're going to party. Lindsay's got something in store for you. Happy Friday. turned it up to Bumpville again. We bumped that one.
Yes, I'm still catching up on our Instagram story for today because I've been behind because I don't feel good. And I had to clean my house.
She cleaned the whole damn house sick.
Yes, I did.
And I'm feeling
worked
it
out.
too. Like I'm a little stuffy myself.
And worked out. Thank you, Dayquil, for getting me through the day.
The quill.
Dayquil and Alani and ibuprofen. And just pure motivation to make my house look good. We got a little party going tomorrow.
But you're simply amazing in every situation, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Kicking ass.
So you know what I'm going to ask you? What made you feel old this week?
Well, I want to talk about a little something. Because what made me feel old this week was thinking that I'm young and I can still hang with my 11-year-old. And him, like, he's big kid. Like, he's big 11. And he'll come up and want to wrestle with me or something and swells me up.
Yeah, I'm not down with all that. I'm too old for that.
Yeah, that wrestling and
so
stuff.
rough.
And he's like, he folds me up.
He's almost my size.
Well,
literally.
I'm old, so I'm like, dude, I got a short temper. And I'm all like, we're old and cantankerous. Like, we get pissed off. Like, get off of me, dude. Come on, you know? And he's all like, I don't understand. I just want to play. And I'm like, dude, you're beating my ass. You're beating my ass.
And
he's 11.
He's got some little play boxing gloves and shit. And oh, God.
Yeah.
I come home last night and he starts, like, runs out and starts playing the Rocky music.
And he's like trying to hit everything. Yeah, he did that same thing before you got home last night to my ass cheeks. He's like, I'm laying on the bed sideways and I'm just like chilling like on my phone. He sneaks in my bedroom and he's like, pat, 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 pat. He swelled my little cake up back there. My cake was swollen. And he got you when you first came in, but he didn't accost you like he did me.
No, he just wanted to show off.
He straight up
his
attacks
boxing
me.
Gloves that he got.
What made you feel
Five
all
Below.
that? You're allowed to tell me.
This is like already the second time I've been sick, and it's only August.
That makes you feel old?
2025. Yeah.
Old and feeble?
Like you guys, I take my vitamins every day. I take immunity boosters. I eat pretty fucking decently. And I work out every day. And I just...
There is no other human that I know that does as much as you. There's no other human.
Me neither. Like, honestly.
You kill it. And you're like, any situation, as far as like any situation, you're killing it.
A couple of my besties do... Well, all three of my besties work fucking hard as fuck. Like,
yeah, but you still got them beat. Even the younger ones, you got them all beat. Like, they have to run to keep up with you. I have to run. You looking at me like, tighten up. I'm all like, dude, I'm dead.
I know. Last Friday, he took one of his vacation days and just was like, I'll stay at home with you and help clean the house. And he's like, after he took a walk with me, he wanted to rest. And I'm like, nah, we got to keep doing it. You rest, you ain't gonna get up.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're both ADHDers, so it's like once we stop, we don't want to keep going.
I am.
So
But I'm all like,
you got to keep your shoes on and you got to keep going.
You was kicking my ass. And then I got my second win after I was like half passing out here cleaning the garden. And I cleaned the whole fucking garage, so I was proud of myself on that one.
We cleaned the garden, and then we did the porch. Then I finished the inside of the house while you cleaned the porch with Si.
Yeah.
And
it was like our midsummer cleaning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knocked out our laundry, and then grandbaby came for a visit. And then we had to cook dinner. Did we cook dinner last Friday, or did we order? No, we did cook.
We cooked and everything. You kicked all the asses. So
what are we both nights?
What are we drinking about there, Miss Lindsay?
So today we are drinking about
this better be good because
this guy named Grant Amato. But before we go into that, we got to do our spiel here. If you're new here, what we do is we have a couple of drinks and we talk about true crime. And at the end of the episode, Jesse plugs a band that he's digging, that we're digging, and we think you should listen to as well. He's formed quite a few relationships with some good bands. He's formed a relationship with one of the people we actually covered on this pod that I wrote, my 5-page essay
so amazing.
about.
I was talking about that today too.
That's real. That's like highlight of the year so far.
Yeah.
Yes, like of our accomplishment on our little hobby here.
We've put out 50 pieces of content. So they call it 50 episodes on our little thing.
Yeah, we're technically on 43 whole episodes, but all of our content
is 50.
50. Yeah.
Today it came out 50.
But when we have our 50th official episode, we're going to do a little celebration.
Yeah, maybe we'll hang out on the back porch and play all the bands all the way up to that point. We'll do like a video, like a live video. It'd be like back porch time. So
back door, back porch, whatever.
The whole back party. And it'll be cooler.
What's most important is most of these cases Jesse knows nothing about. Yeah. Some of them he knows a little bit. But even the little bit that he knows doesn't amount to what I tell him.
No, so and if you hear me speculating, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. Yes. So you can tell me to shut the hell up, Lindsay, at any time. And you're like, just shut the hell up and let me speak. Let me get it out. Because sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm right. And you get pisses you off, and I'm like, I ain't trying to be right. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it.
I did spend all this time writing the story out.
And you're like, did you read it? I'm like, no, I ain't read it. No, I'm being honest.
Sometimes I'm like, did you read my notes?
I'm seriously like, okay, so that whole MK Ultra thing that we've been bringing up here and there, I'll bring it up, but only time I bring it up is just to see if people recall whatever the fuck it is. And then I'm like, don't tell me anything if you know anything. But did this happen? And it's starting to tie into like every conversation of people.
Oh, yeah, it was a big thing. And like I said, we are going to cover that. I don't know when, because that's going to take me as long as it took me for Jonestown. So I'm not ready to dive up into that, something that big after I just did something that big, but we'll get there. Yeah. I promise. So let's get to it. All right. Now, gotta take a breather for this one. Okay. On May 20th, 1989, Chad and Margaret Amato had a son who they named Grant, and he was the youngest of 3 boys, his older brothers being Cody and Jason. Now, Margaret, she already had Jason in a previous relationship or marriage. I'm not sure. There's a lot. I didn't get that far into their background. But Chad adopted him, and they lived in Chulioda, Florida. Is that how you say that? Chulioda? Yes, it is. I have looked up the pronunciation of it because it is spelled like Chaluda, like Cholula hot sauce.
I've heard Chaluda before.
But I think it's Chulioda. That's what it said in the documentary.
Maybe that's the southern pronunciation of it.
Could be.
Chaluda, Florida. Where's this at?
This is right outside of Orlando.
Oh.
Yes. So we're right down the road. You know, we go to Orlando a lot.
Yeah.
We almost lived there for a year and a half when we had Universal tickets.
Collectively, we've probably lived in Orlando. I mean, I've played several.
You've played shows there. We went to concerts there. We had 18-month Universal passes there. We've went to Disney. We've went to the water parks, SeaWorld, all of it. Yeah. So they were an upper middle class family, as Chad was a clinical pharmacist and Margaret was a senior operations manager. And I'm guessing this was of a hospital of some sort because they were both in the medical field.
Okay.
They had horses and they were a gun-loving family. The boys grew up really loving the gaming scene and they liked to do airsoft competitions. And Grant was really into anime, like really into anime. Grant and his older brother, Cody, they were extremely close. They were the 2 sons of Chad and Margaret together. Jason was brought into the fam.
Oh, okay.
So Grant and Cody were super close and almost at an unhealthy level based on the documentary that I watched that I'll talk about again at the end. They were on the weightlifting team together and they had the same friends and even dreamed of having matching BMWs. Like they were, they had
They were tied together. They were so close.
They had also planned on staying in the family home together after Chad and Margaret moved to their retirement home in Tennessee. And there is like a tie between Florida and Tennessee.
Isn't
like
it crazy?
We all want to live there and they want to live here.
Right. That's crazy. Why?
I don't know. I think it's because they're also like a very touristy state like we are, but they have a different tourist scene.
So we're still comfortable with the atmosphere and how everything's just given to you if you got enough money.
Yeah, because where do we all go? We all go to fucking Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge.
With the cooler weather in the mountains, but like you go up there and it looks exactly like everywhere else, but it's got mountains.
Yeah, it's
and some bears and shit.
We have loved our time in
and some
Tennessee.
Hillbillies, which I'm always down for that shit, you know, and some moonshine, which I'm always down for that shit, and nice crisp air. The mornings are just beautiful. Oh, so I'm selling the Florida dream here of us moving up.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do that. And then when you get up there and you go through one winter, you're like, fuck that. I'm coming back. I need a beach. I need sand.
Well, that's like my ultimate dream is to have a home here and a home there. Like
so is everybody in Florida.
Right. It is. It really is.
It's a trend.
It is.
Really. And a lot of people
what's weird is when I was growing up, my dad's spot was North Carolina, which is a lot of
older. It's the same area.
His generation, they like the North Carolina. Right. Our generation, we like the Tennessee.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as kids, that's where we always went was North Carolina. The Koala Boundary area up in that area, like Cherokee, North Carolina, Maggie Valley, all that. Yeah.
See, I never went. They never took me to Maggie Valley. We always stayed in either Franklin or Highland area.
Right. It's still
you would traverse out, but they never took me to the Maggie Valley area. Now they took my kids to that area, but I was a single mom. I had to stay home and work.
The Bear Mountain Basin top area is still in the same 3 corners top.
But if we go back to Tennessee, I really want to do the state park hop. I want to go to Fall Creek. And
we're going hiking.
Yeah. I want to do all the hiking.
We actually discovered that we like to hike.
We do.
We went to some waterfalls in Helen, Georgia.
That was the best day ever.
And we hiked our asses off. We were like children up on a ridge. Let's climb this hill. We went way the hell. I mean, any other time I'd have been dead, but I don't know why.
And Silas was only 9 and he did so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did so good. He didn't complain once.
It was so exciting. Yeah. Little streams and stuff. Anyhow, Miss Lindsay.
Back to the story.
Back.
So Jason, he left the home right after adulthood, and he did say that Chad was pretty strict and had very high expectations for his boys. Yeah, Cody and Grant both enrolled at the University of Central Florida, where they were pursuing degrees to be nurse ethnicists. Did I say that right? I'm a little buzzed. Ethnicists. They're going to be anesthesiologists. The nurse part of it.
Okay, go UCF. Yeah.
I was just making sure I was saying ethnicists right. Blah, 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 blah. So according to Grant, he was kicked out of this program because he was arguing with his instructor about an epidural dosage. It was a whole thing. He says, I don't know if this is legit truth, but he says he was kicked out of that program because of an argument he got into with his instructor. So now him and Cody are they've done everything together up to this point, and now there's a little separation.
This is the first little split.
And he's like, I mean, he's kind of losing his mind, okay? Because Cody went on to get his degree as a nurse ethnicist, and Grant, he went to go work at Advent Health in Orlando, and that's a huge hospital chain here in Florida. I don't know if it is anywhere else, but Advent Health is everywhere. I had to stay there a little bit for a few hours.
Yeah.
During Rockville a couple of years ago.
That is right. As a cab ride.
But we did that.
We will talk about that later on.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that before.
In
previous episodes, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a chain of that in Daytona. And they did not take my health insurance. But I ended up working that out. So I told my insurance, and they were like, we got you. We'll send the paperwork to tell them you're good.
So if you want to hear that story, do go back to our Rockville, Gen Z at Rockville. I think we told that whole story.
I don't think it was that episode.
Was it?
It was one of our regular episodes. Yeah.
Oh,
somewhere. We told that whole story.
Find it.
So at Advent Health, Grant got into big trouble. He was accused and arrested for improper administration of the drug propofol. That is the drug that ended up killing Michael Jackson. It's a sedative.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sedative. It's something to keep you out during surgery. And the misuse of it can be deadly. So hospital staff found 8 empty bottles of this drug, and it was not ordered by any of the doctors. And it was found in rooms that Grant was like the overseer of. And Grant did admit to giving it to patients, but he said it was because they were not being adequately relaxed. And
So
that's
it's like an anesthetic sedative, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that maybe
surgery.
they were doing that recreationally.
I'm not
sure.
He said, I mean, the empty bottles were found on site. So at first they had accused him of stealing it to resell, on the street. But they found the empty bottles that were missing because you have to, I don't know if any of you guys have watched Nurse Jackie, but like there's a code. You got to get a sign off and you got to do a thing and you got to have a key to get certain drugs out that are in a locked up bin. And so 8 were unaccounted for, and they found 8 empty bottles in these 2 rooms that Grant was the overseer of. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. He oversaw these 2 rooms. He was in charge of them.
Right.
And that's where they found the empty bottles.
All the contents was his responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they initially thought he had stole them and was going to resell them, but they were empty on site.
Right.
So he admitted to giving them to patients, but it wasn't signed off on. Like he didn't have permission to give this to patients.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
So he was charged with grand larceny, but these charges were later dropped. But he was still unemployed, and it was hard to find another job with that record. I mean, you're over medicating patients. It's going to be hard to go get another medical job after that.
So the point where everything started spiraling downhill, it's starting.
So he even threatened suicide and had to be Baker acted at one point. So then he decides he wants to be a gaming streamer on Twitch. And he does make a little bit of money out of this, but definitely not a livable wage. Now, some people can do it. Some people have a whole career and live luxuriously through that. But it doesn't happen for everybody. And he was only making like $150 a month.
For our little niece,
Yeah.
she can make a living at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember when I was part of that Twitch thing for Space Zebra through the Rockville stuff? Hundreds of thousands of people in there. I'm like, holy fuck. But like trends like that, they come in hard and then they go out like out of nowhere. Boom.
There's some people that are still very successful on Twitch.
Right.
But I watched some of his Twitch feed and he just wasn't that.
Oh,
you got to be entertaining.
Entertaining.
Yeah, you got to be
for
entertaining.
sure.
He was just like humdrum. You got to be cool. You got to be active.
You got to have a cool niche.
You got to have. He didn't have that going for him.
You got to keep the juices flowing.
Right. And like I said, he was only making about $150 a month, and he's almost 30 at this point. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
and his receding hairline was receding.
I think I see a little bit of hairline receding.
So, and I mean, I don't judge people off their looks, but as a gaming streamer,
wear a hat.
Well, he was wearing a beanie and a few of them, but like I said, he was almost 30, but he looked like he was almost 40, so,
Yeah, it's a big dynamic right there to try to grab people that want to latch onto that. Yeah.
Even though he's really not making a good living at that, he is still spending a lot of time online, and his family is super disappointed in him. So he's searching for a connection, and he finds this website called My Free Cams, and starts looking at some cam girls on there. Finds one that he becomes insanely infatuated with, named Sylvie Venceslava. And her screen name was either Sylvie or Eddie Sweet. And this woman was fucking,
drop dead gorgeous.
Fucking hell. Like, I got a little bit of
wood on that one.
I got
a little girly wood, huh?
I got a little bit of gay in me.
Girly wood.
And yeah, she wasn't as thick as I like, but she was gorgeous. She had like a purple and silver. She wore different wigs and stuff, but she had this one look where she had like purple and silver hair, and it was like, girl,
right? So she was killing it. She was killing it.
So how this works is you purchase some tokens, and you have those tokens would grant you access to Sylvie's modeling or dancing, or you could just have a personal chat with her, depending on how much you pay. So Grant would spend hours online with Sylvie, purchasing up to $6,000 worth of her time a night.
A night?
A night.
So whatever card he had linked to that shit, mom and dad. He was just fucking rackety rack for a peep show. So that's like an internet peep show.
Foreshadowing again. Let me get there. Okay.
I'm sorry. Go.
So he creates this whole new identity for himself online. It's called Deus Light. Yeah. And he's this super hot guy and a super successful gamer. And not like I said, not that looks are everything, but you know, he does end up showing his true identity, but he's wearing the hat. He's not showing the line. You know, he's not showing the receding hair. But he's actually just a very ordinary looking 30-year-old loser that still lives at home and is spending his parents' money. Now, at first he did have some savings because he was making money for a long time, working in the healthcare field and living at home. He wasn't paying no goddamn bills. He literally says that on the documentary I watched. They paid no bills. Him and Cody were just stacking their money.
Wow. You got me biting my tongue over here, Lindsay, because I feel like I can call a lot of this one shit's sake.
So, of course, he's spending their money without their knowledge. And when mom and dad start getting these bank and credit card charges, they're like, what the actual fuck, Grant? And he tells them that this was money used to purchase Twitch equipment, video equipment, streaming equipment. Not that it was sexy time with a Bulgarian cam model.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. And he even stole money from Cody, his brother, his ride or die, someone that he actually says on the documentary is his soulmate and the love of his life. That's how he describes his brother, Cody. I told you it was a little unhealthy.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, very unhealthy. And you got nothing going on for yourself, so that little bit of feedback and attention that you even, if you're buying it, you're still, you're feeding off of the energy, even if you're creating it in a negative way.
And I really need you to watch this documentary because I need you to see how gross this guy. Yeah, it's called Control Alt Desire. I'm going to plug that again at the end.
Control.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
But so within just a few months, Grant had racked up $200,000
Lindsay
in charges in his family's name on his porn addiction. Or specifically his addiction
if
for
we're
Sylvie.
Fucking millionaires and one of our kids does that,
straight to jail. What's that guy on Parks and Rec? Right to jail. Fred
and this is a 30-year-old, so I'm gonna hire somebody to beat his ass. If I'm 60 years old and my 30-year-old racks up $200,000, yeah, I'm gonna hire a big biker to whip his ass, and I'm gonna watch in the background while I'm smoking a pipe with my little incognito glasses with the nose hooked to it.
And not only is he paying for time online with her, he was also buying her lingerie and sending it to Bulgaria, which is also expensive.
Oh, and he would probably pay her ass to wear it too, and be like, "I'm gonna pay you like $2,000 if you wear this and send it to you." Fuck that.
And he is not the only guy doing this. There's a whole community of Sylvie lovers, and he makes friends with them, but is also competing for Sylvie's time. They're literally it shows on the documentary, like she'll thank them out loud. Thank you so much. She's so pretty. Like I don't know. I'm not going to spend my parents'
It's not
money.
right though. Like that whole aspect of baiting
if you got
and people
it
feeding
and you want to
it.
spend it,
I
that's her job.
It's just,
Sylvie's not to blame here.
I'm not shaming her for that.
Yeah, that's her
job.
But
the aspect of like dudes feeding into that baiting, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just not healthy.
And I mean, they don't talk about any of the other guys that were in that chat, but they're probably either the same way.
Yeah,
none of them.
And by like all means, do whatever you need, but do it healthy. You know, if you can afford it. That is
healthy.
Literally fucking it. Unhealthy. And all in all, like, you're allowed to make your money.
Yeah,
and it's all a private thing if you're raking it in, however. But like, if I was that person, that hot chick in the background, I better be thinking these guys are millionaires and they're not selling their house or fucking up their parents'. You know what I'm saying? Because I would be like, no fucking way.
Well, he's in his bio in this chat, he's made them all think that he's a successful gamer.
Content creator, or
he's
gamer.
A successful gamer. He's on Twitch. He's making the bucks. And, I mean, they could have done a simple search on Twitch and seen Deus Light and got, 100 followers or whatever. But, because he was only making about $150 a month through that channel.
That's crazy. And working that hard at it and then failed at that. And just
all day long. He's literally on the computer all day long. This is
not going to be good, Lindsay. This is fixing to blow the fuck up. Keep going. Holy shit.
So Grant is under the impression that he and Sylvie have an actual relationship. It's like the guy that goes to the strip club and thinks that the stripper loves him. Yeah, he thinks that. And even though he knows all the other guys are paying for her too, in his mind, because she is paying attention to him, he is a high roller.
Yeah,
he's
it's
giving
coming
her
in.
a lot of money.
And she has to give him that attention to keep it going.
$200,000 goes to Sylvie within months. I think it was like 6 months.
Well, between her and whatever site
Could
and
you
business
imagine
she's
if we
on.
made $200,000 in 6 months?
I'll flap my bag for that much money. And I think Lindsay would let me.
Yes,
I would be jealous as shit, though, if you were doing some shit like that on the side. Fuck that. And you would be, too. Come on now.
So he even steals from his family, like not just money out of their accounts. He is selling their belongings.
Already
and he
called it.
also takes out a $65,000 loan and uses his parents' house as collateral. And this house is fucking beautiful. It's beautiful. I didn't even know that there was like pieces of property like this, but it's not in Orlando. It's on the outskirts. It's a suburb.
That's like new cars, paying off our house, and then
and having a lot of play money.
Half a vacation home altogether. Yeah, I think my own child would be like alligator bait by then.
But I mean, we would stop
would be
that
in prison
shit
for
at
real.
like $1 grand.
Yeah, $1 grand.
Yes. We would know.
I would have a police officer come to the house, and don't arrest him, but hey, tell him that if he does this again, he's going to get arrested at $1 grand. For our son, $100.
But
I'm going to make a phone call.
He had to have done a lot of other fraudulent things to take out a $65,000 loan and use his parents' beautiful ass home as collateral. You have to
How do you prove it?
How do you prove it?
He didn't have nothing in his name. How did that happen?
He had to have pretended he was his dad.
He had to forge that.
It had to have been all online or something. I mean, this is a more recent case. So
wow.
Yeah. So after he admits to his family what he's actually doing, they just feel sorry for him because they see that he is actually struggling with an addiction.
So they're rolling good.
Not really.
No?
No, I'm going to get into that.
Oh.
But they're enabling, and that's worse. Okay?
Yeah.
And
we got a
Cody,
successful son, and he's just fallen in the wayside.
And Grant had been successful up to that point. Like, they went straight out of high school into college and into school and started making money in the health field, which we know is, especially in the Orlando area.
Yeah.
And nurse ethnicist. Yeah. I'm really like making sure I get that word right. I don't want to fuck it up.
I don't know what the fuck the nurse ethnicist is.
So it's a nurse to an anesthesiologist.
Okay. So he was around, I mean, so much. Yeah, I get it.
Right.
Wow.
So Cody takes him on this after that they see all this money's missing and he's stolen from Cody. He's stolen from everybody.
It's vacay time.
He takes him on this dream vacation that they had already paid for. I have to say that it was already paid for. Grant had already paid his share to to Japan.
Oh wow!
Because of their love of anime. Like they went on the nerd vacay.
This is like a $20,000 vacation.
It was $10,000 each. Yeah,
I nailed it. And it wasn't even a Jet2 holiday.
It was.
Because nothing beats that.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Well, hopefully they saved 50 pounds per person.
That's $400 off for a family of 4.
Or 2 brothers and one that's fucked the whole family.
Did I say it right? $200 off for a family of 4.
It's $200,000 that my brother fucking owes my family.
Yeah. So, and when they're in Japan and they have this whole fucking nerd out trip, he still sneaks off and uses their friend who went with them. He uses his fucking credit card to connect with Sylvie.
Oh my God.
And this unemployed, entitled brat, that's how he thanks his brother, who he has also stole from. And Cody, he goes to Cody and tells it, oh my God. So Cody comes to him and is like, what the fuck, Grant? Now you're stealing from my friend. So he's like, this is what's happening. I guess he like breaks down to Cody. He logs into the chat room with Cody and shows him Sylvie, shows him his community of people. And Cody is like, here's $7,000.
Huh? He's wanting to watch too and see what's cracking, ain't he? That's insane to enable somebody like that.
Why?
Why?
Oh,
I'm not a violent man by nature, but
after that, Cody doesn't let him out of his sight. I think, because Grant does say that when Cody logged in with him, he became somewhat aware of his sickness, his own addiction.
They've been feeding into it. Everybody in the family.
But Grant is more aware now of how, because it was like, oh, here's my brother.
Yeah, now you're affecting my friend, and we're in fucking Asia. It could have fucked them up from even getting back if he would have broke them that bad.
So after Cody gives him the $7,000 and lets him spend the money on Sylvie, the rest of the trip, Cody doesn't let him out of his sight. When they get back, there's naturally a huge fight within the family. Chad is telling him, you have to quit this. You're ruining our family. And then Grant, he leaves the house and he doesn't come home for a couple of days. So the family gets worried about him harming himself. Okay?
Right. I'm feeling like there's a lot of manipulation on top of all of this.
It's so much.
You know, the sadness, like the one to commit suicide.
He had already done that.
I feel like he's drugged them along and made them feel like they're kind of sorry for him at the same time, where he could keep riding that wave while his hair keeps waving back.
Yeah. So because they're afraid of him harming himself, they do file a missing persons report. So they call the police, they do the filing, and during the time that he's missing, which is only a couple of days before he gets found, he sends Cody a video, like a message video, and says that he needs $50,000 immediately, or he would have to activate the plan, which they think is self-harm.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But what he really wanted was funds to go see Sylvie in Bulgaria.
And she's probably agreed to all that shit to get the money
in the
first.
Video, he's like, Cody, I need you to do this with every fiber of your being. Like, he's literally acting like it's life or
the
fucking
full-on
death.
manipulation, yeah.
So the police search for his car because it is registered in his name. He just actually happened to be staying at his Aunt Donna's house in Apopka.
Oh, snake country.
Snake country.
Down there with them paws and snakes and paws. Careful now, not up on you.
If y'all don't know what he's talking about there, that is Ernest, the Apopka snake charmer, and that is in Ernest Saves Christmas.
And it is in our
legendary movie.
Motherfucking DNA.
Yes, all of our kids love that movie. That's part of our Christmas movie watch every year.
Oh, Ernest.
A few times.
What was your favorite Ernest? Hands down. Favorite Ernest, period.
Ernest Goes to Jail. And then the Christmas one is number 2.
Remember the Halloween one? Where he's like...
Ernest Goes to Jail.
He's sticking his fingers in those monsters and they're all slimy with snot. And he's like, hey. Any time that he plays the woman, the old lady.
Yes.
Where's Martin?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Lindsay. God, it's DNA.
Oh, rest in peace, Jim Varney.
Yeah.
God, we miss you.
So he was from Florida too. So all the car commercials and it was on our TV, like local television. You would see Jim Varney pop up. Come on down to Duval Ford. Yeah,
all the time.
I remember seeing them because we had the rabbit ears and shit. So we'd catch Jacksonville, Gainesville, Orlando, whatever. There's Varney right there on the commercials doing
Sprite
his
commercials.
Sprite commercials.
Yes.
It was Sprite, not Sprite.
Sprite.
Yeah. So DNA, anyhow.
So the police get to Aunt Donna's house and they interview Grant to make sure he doesn't have intentions of self-harm so they can report back to the family. Grant says, nope, I'm just fine. I just needed a break from the fam, okay? And Donna would say, hey, he arrived here all really skinny and very lost looking, and I felt bad for him.
Oh, here we go again.
Well, you know, she said he was sleeping all day and you know, she felt like he was sick.
He was in a form of depression because he couldn't get that addiction filled.
Well, he was sleeping all day, but he was up all night.
Oh.
Logging into the Cam Model website and now spending his Aunt Donna and Uncle Troy's money talking to Sylvie.
I knew it. Uh-oh.
What a selfish fucking asshole. I mean,
want
like,
some more.
So when she finds out about these charges, she talks to the family and tells them what's going on, and they are extremely apologetic, beg her not to press charges, and promise to repay whatever Grant has spent.
No, fuck that.
And Chad, like, he even, that's the dad, he breaks down crying, and Donna said that was the first time she had ever seen that man cry in almost 30 years that she had known him.
So he was a hard ass internally. But to let him get to that point, well, duh. Oh, man, there's so much manipulation going on there between. I can just picture this big fucking picture, and I don't want to say shit, Lindsay.
So Chad let Donna know that they had been going through this with him as well, and how he had to remortgage his house and give up his 401k to recover what Grant had spent on a fucking girl.
That he has never physically seen.
No.
Just a chick that wants to play on the camera, and he's just, oh, Lindsay.
You know what? If you got money and you can afford it, do your thing.
Do it. But that's what I'm saying.
Don't steal from your fucking family and your old-ass dad who's just trying to retire in Tennessee. For the love of
and have some fucking decency and common sense enough to know this is just a chick that wants money. So
now he has stolen from Chad and Margaret, Cody. I think the friend's name was Oliver. And now Aunt Donna and Uncle Troy. Like,
he fucked over Oliver on a Jet 2 holiday? Holy shit. Oliver.
I think that was what his friend's name was. I didn't write it down, but that's what's coming to my mind right now.
Fucking horrific. Lindsay, this is a bombshell to me.
I know.
Oh, fuck.
Chad even had to take on a second job, but he said he would do anything to keep Grant out of jail. Not me. Sorry. I would be so done. This is years of my work. Years. So your son can blow it off to wank off to a girl? No.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. You gonna find a way to pay me back, and we're gonna get this nipped in the fuck. I know it's easier said than done. God knows I have a troubled kid, and he's 22 years old, and I still don't know what to do with him, but he is not in our house spending our money.
He ain't getting more than $100 over on us, and we're cutting him off. We're done.
And that's buying him dinner and taking him to get some clothes.
Yeah. See ya. Come announced.
And then he goes back and he wallows for a while, and then, and it breaks my heart on the daily.
The reset is internally tragic, yes.
If I let him do it, we would be in the same position.
Fuck yeah. And they do it in a fucking heartbeat.
Like, that shit just, it hits close to home there.
You know, people with that mentality, if we would have just fed in just a little bit, we could be close to that situation, which for us
is devastating.
For us, 10 grand would have put us in their same situation.
Right.
Yeah. We're that close.
We're average Joes, man.
That close.
We're a server and a guy that works at an asphalt company. Yeah. We're average Joe.
We're not anything spectacular.
We just know how to manage
Got a couple of cool hobbies. This is one of the most amazing ones I've ever been in. But I mean, we do our things, but it's nothing like to this caliber. Would never. No,
like I said, it would be devastating for
you. Ain't getting over more than $100 on me that I'm pulling the plug.
We know
any human being.
We keep very close track on our money.
We got to be tight. Because we like festivals.
Yes. We like festivals. We like concerts. And we like just family day fun, too. Mm-hmm. I had to take a sip. Oof.
Me too.
But the family did see that he needed some help, and they had to take some kind of action. So they did a surprise intervention and got Grant to agree to go to rehab for sex and porn addiction. This would cost the family another 15 grand.
Fuck!
And Cody took that on himself. Cody must have had stacks on stacks because Grant's already stole from him. He paid for the Japan vacay, gave him another 7 grand while they were in Japan to watch Sylvie.
Right.
And then now he's going to pay his aunt. Oh, and he said he was going to pay his Aunt Donna back.
Holy fuck.
And he's now going to pay for the
So he's in full practice mode. He's making good fucking money.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm saying they've been in the medical field now for almost 10 years.
That's right.
Well, about 8 after school.
They went through the whole school thing, and now they're in their late 20s and 30s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cody said he was going to take this on himself. He was going to pay for it. And this was on December 22nd, 2018. And it was supposed to be a 60-day program. But it didn't last that long because Grant returned on January 5th, 2019.
Just right after, just a couple weeks after.
Literally 2 weeks. You
what the
nailed
fuck?
it. Yeah. Now, while he was away, Chad and Cody did email Sylvie and told her everything. That Grant wasn't who he said he was, and that he was actually unemployed and had spent his family's money on his interactions
You're
with
burning
her.
down everything around you because of your addiction.
Right.
So now, tell me. I'm excited.
So the family gets together now that Grant's out. This really fucking sucks too, because it was said that like Margaret, his mom, was going, when she would go to visit him, she would give him her fucking phone so he could talk to Sylvie. Like total enablation here. Okay. Chad is 100% not enabling.
This is where I didn't want to say it earlier, but
Right.
at this point I have to. You can fight me if you got to, Lindsay. His mom is the full forefront of enabling. Dad was kind of a little quiet, inner, like pretty hard ass first time breaking
Cody
down.
is coming in a little bit too. I mean, giving your
but he had
brother
money and
$7,000
it was his
to watch a
best-
chick for one night.
His best friend, they
That
were
is
so
his
close
best friend,
together.
yeah.
There's a big, huge, weird kind of infatuation connection there
Very
going on
weird.
between the two.
Very
but
weird
it
on
seems
Grant's-
hetero.
yeah.
It seems hetero.
Yeah, it's just
So,
you have
but-
to watch the documentary.
Like just common brotherly, like full on
and
infatuation,
you're gonna
love
have to
with
watch
each
it
other.
so we can do a recap on it.
And he's
next week.
just trying to like, okay, I'll feed into you. He probably has $500,000 in the bank, and he's like, here you go, I'll take care of stuff.
But I have other things I want for me.
But his mother,
you know what I'm saying?
his mother though,
Yeah.
his mom though, kept
And
making
yeah,
sure.
it said that's she was the one that drove him back home.
I called
after
it.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. So the family gets together and goes to a California pizza kitchen restaurant, which I've never heard of until this documentary. And Chad lays out ground rules. Like he had like this whole legal pad written out. And he says, number one, you got to get a job. And I don't know why, but my brain goes straight to Johnny Witherspoon in Friday when he's talking to Craig after Craig gets fired on his day off for boxes that he didn't steal.
J.O.B.
J.O.B. And he's like, talking about the writ is due. But
My
I
mind
love
didn't
that
go
part.
that way. Like, okay, the list is what we write down on our little board.
Our little marker board.
For Silas's
Yeah.
chores is what he's giving you.
But I don't know why, because he's like, you got to get a job. You cannot have a phone with internet. And the phone that you do get, which will be a flip phone, because, you know, it's 2018. All the phones have internet. So you got to get a flip phone. Even flip phones have internet access. But anyways, but you got to pay for that. No internet at home past midnight. You got to go to therapy, and you need to make a plan for repayment of these debts. You need to apologize to those you have wronged, and you got to cut things off with Sylvie for good.
It's a full-on 10-year-old chore list.
For a 30-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks,
And
Mom.
there was more, but like I said, you get the gist.
Yeah.
And they're finally setting some boundaries. And Grant was not happy about all this. And he even wrote a letter to his online friends. He wrote a letter to them because I guess he couldn't get online anymore. He wrote a letter about how his dad was controlling and abusive, and he just didn't want to go on without Sylvie because in his mind, Sylvie is his actual girlfriend, and these online friends are most likely, like I said, just like him, living a lie, you know? So these are his only friends, these people he's never met, and his girlfriend is a woman that he's never met. And it's just it's a sad situation.
He's formed a complete toxic psychosis of life that he's not even in.
All right, buckle your seatbelt.
Oh, strapping.
So on January 25th, around 9 a.m., the Seminole County Sheriff's Office received a call from one of Cody's coworkers because Cody hadn't showed up for work that morning. And as a nurse, his shift probably began at 7 a.m., and he was never late, never missed a day, and no one could get a hold of him. Like many people are calling, trying to find him. So a well check was requested. So the police arrived to the Amato home soon after and saw that all the family vehicles were there except for Grant's. They knocked, they rang the bells, they even called out on the bullhorn thing, they blasted air horns, they called the cell phones of Chad, Margaret, and Cody, and nothing. So they broke in. The first thing that they saw
Oh, fuck.
was the dead body of Chad Amato. laying on his back in a pool of blood. He had been shot twice in the head. Now, he had been wearing a gun holster with a loaded gun around his waist, but it had not been used. Then they found Cody's body in a storage room by the garage, still in his nursing scrubs from his shift the day before. And he was in the fetal position and had been shot in the face.
Jesus.
And a handgun was on the floor by his body. And then they found Margaret slumped over her computer, and she had been shot in the back of the head. She was playing Candy Crush, Jesse. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not Candy Crush.
So.
Terrific.
Oh my God, I can't stand you.
No. Tasty. No, that is fucking horrific. Horrific. Fuck.
So they were able to rule out robbery because everything was pretty neat and clean, and there didn't appear to be anything missing other than Grant.
Jesus.
So a bolo was put out on Grant, and in the meantime, the police spoke with Cody's girlfriend, Sloan, and she told them everything that the family had been going through and how Cody had left work early the day before after getting a call from Chad, who told him that he needed to come home right away. So Cody told her, I gotta go home. I gotta deal with some stupid fucking bullshit. This literally was his words. She also said that Cody had been afraid that Grant would kill them all. Now, this is 20 days after he got out of rehab. 20 days.
Right after Christmas, too.
Right after Christmas, right after New Year's.
They were thinking something positive was going to come of all this.
But he didn't serve his time in the rehab.
Not at all.
He did not even get the money's worth.
And then enabling right there again.
I just gave myself chills, and I already know how this is. Yeah.
Oh.
Then detectives called Jason, the oldest brother, to let him know what was going on and that Grant was missing. He confirmed everything that Sloan had said and also let them know that Sylvie has the address to the Amato home because I guess she was mailing him things as well. But Sylvie lives in Bulgaria. But Jason was like, well, maybe there's some kind of pimp situation going on and maybe Grant owed some money. But they finally found Grant's car at a DoubleTree hotel in Orlando. And he had checked in the day before around 2:30 p.m.
Have we stayed at the DoubleTree?
Not in Orlando, in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, this sounds familiar.
We stayed at the DoubleTree in Jacksonville when Rockwell was still in Jacksonville.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It sounded familiar.
So they took Grant in for an interview. And he tells them about his relationship with Sylvie and that it had only just begun 6 months prior. Like, that's how fast all this spiraled. Because when you think about, all right, like 6 months is not long at all. He had sent her a shit ton of his family's money. His dad had given him the ultimatum to either cut shit off with her or get out. But he thought this was unfair. And he was still talking to Sylvie. Dad found out they had a fight. And he said when he left, everyone was alive. When he left, he spent the night in a Publix parking lot. And for our non-Florida listeners, that is a grocery store that sells the best sub sandwiches. But here's the kicker. The police hadn't even told him why he had been picked up or that his family was dead. But He had already told them, when I left, everyone was alive.
Oh, you just told on yourself.
So he said, well, when I was returning home, I saw police cars and news vans. So I left and I went to a fast food restaurant. I connected to their Wi-Fi. And that's when I found out that there was a shooting in my neighborhood. And then police asked, well, why didn't you check on your family? And Grant just said, well, I didn't want to know.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
There is no amount of enabling that. Here's the fucking point. Don't enable kids.
No.
Don't enable
grown-ass adults.
And don't enable people that are able, because here it is. This is why we're talking about this. I'm taking a sip, Lindsay. This is Mom.
Cheers.
Mom.
Finish the story.
Are you playing Candy Crush? Hey, Mom.
Ugh.
Glop, glop. Jesus.
So the interview continues, and he is shown the crime scene photos and was asked, did Cody look like this when you left? Did your mom look like that? Did your dad look like that when you left? And it's like pictures of their fucking dead bodies. Yeah. And Grant breaks down, well, not really a breakdown. He like covers his face upon looking at the photos, and they are hoping to get a confession at this point, right? But he denies all of it. Then he tries to blame Cody,
which is dead. No,
who's dead.
Yeah.
As suggesting that it was a murder-suicide. Yes.
The gun was by him, yeah.
He said that when he left the house, he said he got into a fight with Chad after Chad found out he was still talking to Sylvie. And he said when he left the house, he ran into Cody. And on the way, and Cody told him that he would take care of it.
Shit.
So, I mean, you know, this is a huge piece of shit.
Huge.
Huge
I'm
piece
picturing
of
like
shit.
all the situations because people are in different spots in the house, you know? And he's going to different bedrooms and different areas, the garage, the living room, where his mom was at. Is like
and the way that it looked like Cody
chaos.
had literally just walked in the door from where he was shot in the face.
And it was just like the chaos that had to be happening with gunshots in the background. Do you think it was mom first and then dad went and grabbed his holster? Or
well, they were a gun-loving family, so maybe Chad just wore one all the time. I think it was Chad, mom, Cody, in my opinion.
So he might have got the gun off of his dad. Glop, glop.
Nope, the gun.
But how do you get...
The gun in his dad's holster had not been used.
It was still in the holster.
And I'm going to get there.
I was just wondering if he had went and grabbed it. I'm just trying to... I'm trying to paint a picture right now as far as what I'm seeing as the chaos.
No, it was proven that the gun in Chad's holster was not used.
Okay, so yeah.
And neither was the gun that was placed.
But how do you go from this end of the house to up to over there? And then
no, it's in a...
All in it,
let
like
me get there.
Okay.
And he also tried to do the whole murder-suicide thing with Chad because there were guns placed both beside Cody and on Chad's body, obviously staged.
Oh.
But there was evidence that Chad's bank account had been logged into after his death with his fingerprint.
Whoop, whoop.
So Grant would have had to use his dead dad's fingerprint to log into his account to steal from him again.
No.
Dead serious. And all their credit cards was in his stuff at the DoubleTree. Like in his duffel bag.
Done.
All the credit cards.
Yeah.
So then detectives get Jason, the oldest brother, the only survivor,
yeah.
They get him involved to see if maybe he can get a confession out of Grant. Or even say, hey, was there a loan shark maybe involved or something like that? Because Grant was getting all this money, you know.
Any means possible.
Right. And Grant says no. But the police have enough to arrest him on suspicion. Now, when it comes time for the trial, Grant is actually hopeful because there isn't any forensic evidence against him, and the murder weapon hasn't been found. He didn't use either one of the guns that was found on Chad or near Cody. He had actually stolen a gun from a friend a year prior. His name was Blake Turpin, and that friend didn't notice that gun was missing until he had done some spring cleaning. But he came forward like immediately. This was just a few weeks before the trial. So now the death penalty was on the table. And on August 12th, 2019, he was found guilty on all 3 counts of first-degree murder, and he was given a life sentence for each one. Grant had a relationship with another woman who was called Mary, that's not her real name, in the documentary, but went by an online name, Kitty. He found a way to do this same shit in prison.
Really? That addicted?
Yes. And he did. He finally ended up admitting to the murders on the documentary Control Alt Desire.
On the documentary.
And he said that the murder weapon was buried in Blake Turpin's backyard. So you see on the documentary, all these cops are out there, they're digging up Blake's backyard, like just everywhere. Can't find it. And when he gets back on the phone with the documentary director, I forgot to write down his name, he's like smiling like it's a fucking game. So he basically says that the murders happened because he got tired of hearing about what a piece of shit he was and that all he wanted was a plane ticket to get away and nobody would help him with that.
Dude, I'd have gave him a one-way ticket years ago.
Well, that was what he was trying to get. He was trying to get that 50 grand from Cody because he wanted to go to Bulgaria.
But I mean, he was already $200,000 in before that. You know, I didn't.
And this is how we're going to end this one, okay?
Oh, shit.
This year, 2025, it was revealed that he had been exchanging romantic texts with a woman named Victoria Goodwin, who is married to Aaron Goodwin, the star of the show Ghost Adventures.
What?
And Victoria told Grant about her plans to hire a hitman to murder her husband.
Ooh,
And
fuck.
that's what we're going to talk about next week.
Fuck's sake, dude! What? What did you just do, Lindsay? What did you just do to me? Lindsay, what did you just do? Just do?
Isn't that wild? Like, check this out. I have heard
this is hot. This is hot. I love it.
I heard this case first covered by Bailey Sarian years, like right when it first happened.
Right.
And it's so cute too because she's mentioned in the documentary. And now there's a fucking another scandal with this same dude's name on it.
Recent.
This fucking year.
Reese's Pieces recent.
Reese's Pieces recent. And I didn't even know till I was doing more research. And I was like, motherfucker, now I got to cover that shit.
Motherfuck, fuck. Motherfuck, fuck. Motherfuck, fuck, fuck. Motherfuck, fuck. Holy shit.
Is the story thus far
my fucking God.
Of Grant Amato.
Lindsay. I think you just leveled up as a podcaster right here, Lindsay. I think you just did the fucking meter. Woo! That was fucking fire, lady over there. You're on fire.
That one, I'm going to have to dig through court transcripts. There's no documentary on that shit yet.
That was a slam dunk. Yeah. Fuck.
But I'm going to do it. I'm challenging myself to put that one together.
Oh, yes. It's happening. So enabling.
Again, I want to say this again. The documentary I watched was called Control Alt Desire. It is on Paramount Plus. It is three-parter, like 3-hour-long episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It gives you, because it's Grant talking to the director or the writer, whatever, of this documentary through phone calls. He's literally, a lot of them are contraband phones that he's talking from.
Wow.
He's video chatting this guy through
with
illegal.
Some butt phones. Some butthole phones. Yeah. This phone, I got me a Samsung, got smuggled into my butt cheeks. Yeah, he's out there clickety clacking on there trying to. Holy fucking shit, dude. Whoa. I want some more. Ooh.
But fuck, don't. Like, and it's awesome. I mean, to be honest, like I said, we have a child that we struggle with, and we've done the tough love thing, and we still don't have a positive outcome, but
he full grown.
We're not $200,000 in debt.
He's
either.
full grown. We'll drop him off and say, here is all the areas you can walk to and get all your shit done and to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. And if you need a little bit more help, we pay taxes for that. And we'll say, here's the water. If you want to go drink it, there it is. Otherwise, just sit there and thirst. Because that's our mentality. We know that he is intelligent enough to do for himself. You got to put forth the effort. Don't slump down and to be like, oh, nobody loves me no more. He's already trying that with us, but it ain't happening. Thank you, Lindsay, for being that strong with me.
It's
and
tough.
I'm a stepdad,
hard.
so it's hard for me to walk that line. Mm-hmm. We are a great team. Raising 4 boys. We didn't let that happen. No.
And this one, I mean, it didn't happen late in life. Like, he literally started getting in trouble at 5 years old.
Yeah.
And it just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. And now he's 22, and it's just like, when is it going to turn around? But we are hopeful. I manifest every single day that he is going to turn his life around. But at the same time, I'm not going to let him bring us or his brothers down with it.
And it is depressing.
It is so depressing.
We've had many conversations about all that, but
Tears
enabling
have been
is not our forte.
a lot.
We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. And that's what happened. And
it's not just us. Like my parents, like he's had an extended.
They're kind of on the.
We have a village.
Yeah.
And the whole village has tried
positive. Everything,
and it's just it's very unfortunate.
So we've felt something that could slip into that, honestly, because he would take us for everything he could, especially like you put in an addiction, which was like what he had, in
but
the story.
I watched my mom and my granny go through that with my uncle, and that taught me that it doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to help them.
Yeah, and I grew up in near poverty.
Because he's damn near 60 years old and still
riding the wave, still riding it.
Nothing.
And there is some enabling still going on, and we don't support it.
No.
And we're blunt about it. I don't care if it hurts people's feelings, don't enable. And I had an uncle that kind of did me like that, my family like that. And we grew up near poverty. Mm-hmm. I mean, we were really, really poor in Appalachia. And I seen that. I remember that. And you've seen it growing up and you remember that. So we both have similar things that's happened to us growing up. And we're not going to get into that.
Every family has had.
There's always that uncle or
a
something.
Cousin or a brother or a sister that just tried to bring your whole fucking
family down. And then they show up for Christmas and you're like, well, let's just let them hang out. Then 3 weeks later, they're still hanging out. And now they've got your Christmas check. Lindsay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your money you were looking for to pay for your kids for Christmas happened to Miss Lindsay over here one time. Family member. Woohoo. Family will get you quick, won't they?
Yeah, that was when I was a single mom.
Oh, man, that's a horrible story.
Yeah, I don't even.
But everybody has those. We all have those. Yeah. Enabling, though, do not do it.
But now, I mean, like, for my son at Christmas, we get him toothbrushes, toothpaste, socks, underwear, clothes.
That's it.
Necessities.
Yeah.
And he gets a little bit of money from the rest of the family. That'll carry him through for another month or so.
And you're not going to party with me, bro. You're not here to party with me. I know you're old enough to drink and then, woohoo. You're not going to come here and party with Mr.
I'll feed you.
Jesse.
I'm going to feed you.
Yeah, we're going to feed you.
Every time.
But it's not come party and crash and sleep on our couch. It's not happening. But I think it's a little bit of band time right here.
Yes, honey. What band are you going to plug this week?
I got a band from L.A.
L.A.?
L.A. Plastic Rhino.
Plastic Rhino.
I think you're going to like them.
A really fun band. I love that name very much.
So right off rip, it's kind of cool. It's like,
you know why? Because right now I am... This lady on TikTok, her handle is Lisa Pie. She got me in a chokehold with her toys, like doing different songs, different sound bites, and I'm loving it.
So dragon. Ladies and gentlemen, they're little dragons, and,
dragons and dinosaurs.
They're not what kind of toys.
But listen, if you're a nerd and you love shit like that, look.
She sends them to me all the time. Yes. And I love them to death.
Yes.
Oh, they're so fun.
It's so fun.
Wake up! Grab me, wake up! They're like little mouses are moving. Their little arms are all like Lindsay's arms.
Well, in one, she did like a whole scene from Schitt's Creek. Like I was just
It's genius.
Fuck yes, it is.
That
genius.
Is genius.
Golden Girls. She did a scene from Golden. I mean, like everything that I love. This bitch is.
This is like a Forrest Gump one that I've seen. I love them to death. Oh my goodness.
Follow Lisa Pie on TikTok.
So yes, once again, this is Plastic Rhino, and this song is called I Rise. So here we go.
That was so cool. What
It
what a cool, groovy jam.
Welcome back to like some good grungy 90s,
very grungy.
Oh, it's so
Reminded me
good.
a lot of Garbage.
Very,
I liked it a
very.
lot.
We always go to Garbage, don't we?
Yeah, I love Garbage.
But I like it. Like it just has it was just such a good groove, good tones, full of entertainment. Oh my goodness. Great job. Great job, Plastic Rhino.
Yes, I apologize. Usually I have my phone ready to follow, but it's on charge right now. It is dying because I've been busy today on it, listening to podcasts and plugging and this, that, and other. But I am going to follow you guys ASAP. You guys need to follow them too. That was Plastic Rhino.
Yeah, I Rise. And it was a full ass, just entertaining.
From LA.
Amazing.
Yes.
Come to Florida.
Come to Florida.
Love it. Dude, I could
Come
just
visit us. Come barbecue at our
I
house.
could dance like I was back in high school again to that shit.
Yeah.
Give me my Jinkos, my corduroy Jinkos.
I had the jean Jinkos with the like the carpenter pant ones, and then I had the cargo pant Jinkos, like the pocket.
And those are kind of coming back, right? I've seen people wearing like the big,
I have
big baggy pants again.
Maurice's and
What made you feel old now?
Yeah, Maurice's and American Eagle both came out with like a mock Jinko, and I love them. I have them. I'm back in my grunge era.
I got OGs in there.
I know you do. So do I. You bought them for me.
We should rock them sometime.
They're so heavy though.
They are.
How the fuck did we wear them?
And then walking through like water, and there's water like from your calf down.
Well, now we're used to stretch in our pants, and there was no stretch back then.
Yeah, there was no comfort back then. It's crazy. Oh, but hey, Lindsay, you did a great fucking job, dude. And I'm excited about next week. Everybody do us a favor.
Send me positive vibes to get all the information I need to make a story.
What's the aura farming? Right?
Aura farming.
Farming is the new thing, right? I'm on the aura farming thing.
Make it happen.
I said I wasn't going to be trendy because I didn't give a fuck. But there's some cool shit happening with Jet 2 holidays over here. I'm loving it, man. Oh, we're going to have an aura farm on our Jet 2 holiday.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. It was awesome. Awesome story. I'm excited about next week. I'm going to be geeking.
Yes.
I swear. So anybody wants to check out some of our past stuff at drinkaboutsomething.site, and also just follow all of our stuff.
You know what? We haven't plugged.
It's getting better.
Follow our personal accounts. So we are Lindsay Stambaugh on Facebook and Jesse Stambaugh on Facebook. What is your Instagram handle? Your personal one?
I don't even know, man.
Mine is Lindsay Markham 4 because I cannot figure out how to change that.
Or is there some
handle
kind of
to
dork?
Lindsay Stambaugh 4.
Or is that my Snapchat thing?
I think that's your Snapchat.
I don't remember.
I'm Lindsay
Whatever,
the Dork on Snap, and you're Jesse is a Dork on Snap.
Whatever.
But yeah, follow our personals, follow our page.
Yeah, I would just love you to just to follow the site, and then if you want to send some stuff, hey, send it on the site, and we'll see you guys. I'm excited. Go back, check out our other stuff out. Let us know about those flasks.
Hold on, I'm plugging our personals because I would like to get a big enough following to create a discussion group.
Oh, so we're aura building, aura farming. We're aura farming.
I want to get a big enough following to start a Drink About Something discussion group to where we can discuss online.
Oh, for sure. I'll set that up. Yeah, if we get enough feedback, I'll set up our own group page.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do a Discord or something like that. I'll set it up.
Yeah, your mission is still to plug all the flasks.
Yeah, we need the flask.
Happy Gilmore too.
And let us know your favorite band so far on our podcast. That would be great. So some feedback is what we're looking for.
I have at least 5.
I have 30. Favorite bands so far.
I have at least 5 off the top of my head.
So many cool bands.
I really love Aurora Wave, Dancing with Ghosts,
Ape on a Rocket,
Ignicent, Ape on a Rocket.
Ignicent's
this one,
global.
Plastic
This one was
Rhino,
amazing. Ignicent is global.
Yeah,
hey, I got so many global bands that are like they're globally touring. And I already have them locked in. So there's so much cool stuff coming. And Lindsay obviously has some fucking amazing stuff coming. I'm so excited.
Like I said, I right now have 3 years worth of cases and growing.
So thank you guys so much. We're here to stay. Thank you for sticking with us. And we love you guys so much. We'll see you guys.
But make sure you check out our recap on Jody Arias.
Oh, yes.
It's going to come out on Wednesday or the Wednesday before this episode. So go back.
Oh, we already did the Wednesday one.
Yeah, we're going to we have one on Wednesday about Jenny
we have
Arias.
recaps on Wednesday. Drunk about something.
Drunk about something.
So you just throw me a
saw the
curveball.
handstand, so we're going to review all of that.
Oh, we have a drunk about something thing coming out on Wednesday. So we're doing Wednesday's things as well. So we're adding a little bit more content here and there. Okay. I was lost over there. I was trying to correct her in the middle of saying some shit. And it's raw and unedited, just like this part.
Raw and unedited.
So, but anyhow, I want to get off here because I'm ready to chill. I've had a long week. It's amazing Friday, amazing story, Lindsay. I'm excited, and we'll see you guys next Friday.
Yes. Are you ready?
I'm not ready, but you can go ahead and say it if you want.
Okay, bye.